Hello, everybody. This is Dr. Cole. It's Sunday evening, September 26th, as we now enter week 7 of Political Science 1013 for the fall term. Everyone, I'm not in Baton Rouge tonight. I'm in Guyman, Oklahoma. I've been in the area this weekend for OPSU's homecoming. I had not been in the area for over 2 years since I left as a full-time faculty member. I did get to see at least one student that I recognized yesterday on campus for the ball game. And I plan to be on campus a little while tomorrow morning before I travel back to Baton Rouge Tuesday. So perhaps I'll be getting to see one or two more of you. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, everybody, we have been running a discussion on the article we asked you to look at by Stephen Tillis of Johns Hopkins University, which basically is asking you what you think of the continued existence of the Electoral College in the United States Senate as they're presently constituted. Some major constitutional questions that have been controversial in recent years, the last couple of years especially. So I hope you will take a look at that article. We put the text of the article up as an announcement, and we tried to email it to you since at least one student was having trouble accessing that material. So I hope you would take a look at that. We haven't had many participants in that discussion, which is okay. You only have to take part in 5 of the 8. It's not necessary to take part in all 8. But if you have not taken part up to now, I hope you will take time, if you can, to take a look at that article and post a comment or two if you want to. Again, it's only necessary to take part in 5 of the 8 discussions. But if you took part in more, then you could drop any low grade possibly that you might have made on 1 or 2 discussions, and that might help you when grades are totaled up. Anyway, everyone, we are continuing to work on the Constitution unit. Emphasize once again, there's a lengthy reading assignment for that unit. 4 chapters from the textbook plus the appendix. I would pay closest attention to Chapter 2 and also the 2 Federalist papers that are in the appendix to the textbook, in the back of the textbook. And you notice those 2 papers are discussed fairly extensively in several slides of the PowerPoint presentation that constitute our class notes. There will be a quiz coming up Wednesday, and we asked you to look at 2 articles for that quiz. One of them is exceptionally long, so I only assigned 2 things instead of 3 this time. The lengthier article is by Professor Danielle Allen of Harvard University, and then you also have an article by Professor Eugene Volokh of the UCLA School of Law. Professor Allen's article concerns her attitude toward the Constitution in general, which I hope will be of interest to you. Many African Americans have been put off by the Constitution to one degree or another. Professor Allen is an African American, but nevertheless she expresses a good deal of reverence and affection for the Constitution, although she doesn't regard it as being without its flaws, of course. So I hope you'll take a look at that and see what you think. And then the piece by Professor Eugene Volokh addresses First Amendment issues in the light of President Trump former President Trump now having been deplatformed from Twitter in the wake of the events of this past January 6th. So you hope you will take a look at the issues that he raises there, and expect 10 items on those 2 articles in the quiz that will run for 24 hours Wednesday. You might expect more items to be about the article by Professor Allen, because hers is the longer article. All right, then after that, everybody, we will be getting ready for the midterm exam, which will take place 1 week after the quiz on Wednesday, October 6th. We'll be getting an announcement out about that. You'll be responsible for the class notes and textbook assignments for units 1, 2, 3, and 4. That will be most of the test. You can also expect to see 10 or 15 questions repeated from among the 4 quizzes. So that will be coming up next week. This week we're concerned about finishing up our discussion number 4 and looking at quiz number 4 as we continue to go through that material for Unit 4 about the U.S. Constitution. So, Perhaps I will be seeing some of you on campus tomorrow. Otherwise, we'll be talking to you a week from now or so at this time. Study hard, take it easy. Happy homecoming, go Aggies.